we are going to make a squid. Squids come in many sizes, from as small as your fingernail to as long as 2 buses parked end to end. Today we are going to make one size of your hand. The first step, we will roll our clay into a shape of a ball. Then we will make a cone shape. We attach a ball to the bottom of the cone. And then we are going to attach 8 arms and 2 tentacles to the ball. Next, we will attach the 2 eyes just underneath the cone. We will attach the squid fins on either side of the cone. And then finally, we will add the suckers, the end of the tentacles. If it helps, you can find the templates on my website. Let's get the children and start sculpting.
Hi guys, welcome back to the new episode of Claydate. Today we're going to create a squid.
What do we need is clay. We are using low fire clay, but if you do not have clay at home, you can always use Play-Doh or plasticine. And then we have a piece of wood, so we can rotate the sculpture, and it's easy for us to see from above, from the side.
Also, we need some water, and we have some of these tools, these wooden tools, and if you have sharper tools, have a grown-up's present.
That's right. So if you use any type of sharpness, please have a grown-up present, okay? So let's start the squid project. Now, we do have a ball of clay, and then we pull off a piece of clay, okay? And then we're going to create a ball, okay? So this will be our first step.
Make sure it's not too much clay.
Not too much clay, that's right, Emma. Just a nice little ball of clay. Wonderful. So we finished with a ball. Excellent. And then what are we going to do? We're going to roll between our hand this ball. So we're going to create a cylinder shape, okay? But you don't have to roll it too thin, this shape, okay? Just something like so. Okay, something like that.
And the next step is with your thumb and pointy finger, you kind of squish it like this, like the snake video. And then it kind of creates a pointy end, so you're trying to get a pointy end like this.
Excellent. So yes, so one end has to be pointy. Now we're going to create a nice pointy end. Okay. And when you're ready, you can tell me. Children.
Okay.
Everybody done? Okay, so nice and pointy. And this, the other end has to be flat. So what we can do, we can tap a little bit, in a nice flat surface, you know.
But don't do it too much, because if you do it too much, it'll start getting really short.
And now you see we have a nice circle form here, right? And the next step is to create a ball again, which is the size like this circle, okay? So we put this aside and we're going to create a little ball again.
This is as big as my ball.
Yes, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, let's go measure it up. Yes, that's good.
Yep.
Yes, excellent, excellent, all right?
So this is my ball.
Okay, excellent. All right, so we do have a one. Now we need tools, okay? Because we're going to make a rough, wet surface, and you can add a little water, and then so we're creating here in this flat place a nice. We're going to create here a wet, rough surface, okay? Just like that with the tools. All right.
And on the head and this, and then attach.
And exactly. So we're going to repeat the same.
But I'm going to squish it a little.
Okay, we're going to create the same wet rough surface where it's going to attach, okay, to our cone shape. So like you see, I do have here a rough surface here too, and then we're going to attach these two form together. And then now it is glued together. Like you see, how cool is that?
That was so satisfying. It's a whole bunch of balls.
Wonderful, wonderful. So we ended up like, it looked like an ice cream cone for now, but okay, wonderful. Excellent, Emma, very good. And I guess what happened after this? We're going to create
The tentacles.
the tentacles and the 8 arms. Okay, how many arms the squid has?
8.
8 arms, and how many tentacles?
2.
2 tentacles, excellent. So we put this aside, and then I'm going to show you how we can create the arms. So you just pull off a little chunk of clay, okay, and then we roll between our hand the clay, and please don't make it too thin, the arms and the tentacles, because during drying process it can break, you know, and it's just I'm going to make the size as my pinky finger, okay, so this exactly the same thickness here, okay.
My pinky finger.
Mm-hmm.
No. That's a tentacle.
Okay. And the length of the arms is just about the same, like this cone shape here, okay? And the end, it has to be pointy. Just like that. We have to repeat this 8 times. We created 8 arms, and then now we're going to make 2 more tentacles. Now the tentacles are a little bit longer than the arms.
Yeah, but before I did this before the tentacles.
Mm-hmm, that's very nice, Ryan. Nice job. Nice job.
I have to add something.
Okay, just a teeny tiny bit of
and
longer.
At the end, so you can just squish it a bit for these pads they have, and then put 4 dots.
And that's going to be the suckers, right? Because that's right. Thank you so much, Emma, to mention it. So in this time, the end of the tentacle won't be pointy. It will be flat, okay? Just like that, like a spoon or something. Make teeny tiny balls, okay? Make the surface again wet, because otherwise it won't stick properly, okay? Rough it up a little bit, and you're going to add 1 by 1, okay, the little balls. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And what I'm going to do is, oh, that's it. This is exactly what I'm going to do. Thank you, Ryan. To create a deep point, okay, in the middle of these little balls, okay. So this is going to be the suckers, the end of the tentacles.
So now can we attach?
I have to finish 1 more tentacles, okay, and then after that we are going to, yes, attach. Okay, I'm finished with 2 tentacles.
So let's get to the next step.
The next step is to score the entire surface of this ball shape, okay? So what we can do, grab tools, and then we're going to rough the surface all around, and sometimes just dip it in the water. It has to be wet.
And then on one side of your tentacle, not the pointy side, attach it to your
to the middle part, so to this part. Excellent, excellent. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the end of the tentacles as well, Okay, so I'm going to make a rough end, and then one by one I'm going to attach together the parts. Okay, so I do have my first little arm, and then I'm going to attach one by one. Okay. All right, so we are done to attach the two tentacles and the arms. Okay, and now we are going to create the eyes. Now the eyes, it's here, middle of the body. Okay, on a side here and here. Okay, so I put back to my little squid, and then I'm going to create two little balls. Okay, one and two.
And then put a little dot in it. So here's one of my eyes.
Very nice, Penny. And just the good old ways, we're going to rough that clay.
Give me that light.
Passé.
Thank you.
There you go. And then, okay, I have to use, I guess, another tools. I'm going to score the other side where it's going to attach to the body, okay? And then I'm easily just join the two parts together, okay? All right. And then I'm going to repeat the other side too.
And
nice, Ryan! Look at you! Wonderful! Wonderful! Okay. And I like to create a pupil too, so I'm going to use these pointy tools, and I just press deep, and then I'm going to create a pupil. Okay, and then I repeat the other side too. Okay, I press deep, and then I going around, and then there you have it.
so there's only one more step.
Yes, one more step, and that's going to be the fins. So the end of the body, we find two fins, and this is always in a move and help the squid stirring in the water.
Yeah.
We do have a little clay, and then we're going to create a kind of rectangle shape, and it has to be flat. Okay, so
Flat rectangle.
flat rectangle. There you go, like this. And then I'm going to attach the end of the other end, okay? And yes, we can make a nice wet rough surface, okay? And then I'm going to attach the two parts together. And then I'm going to repeat the other side as well. What we can do once we glue together the fins to the body, we can make a nice motion, so a nice wavy motion. See, right?
Okay, so we're done with our squids. This is my squid, and this is my squid.
And this is my squid. We're going to let it dry, and then after we're going to fire in our electric kiln, and we will come back.
Hi guys, so we had a successful frying with our squid, and today we're going to glaze it.
What do we need is glaze. We have low fire glaze, and then we're going to use red, yellow, black and white.
And I'm going to use a light red and a little bit of a dark red, a black and a white. And also, if you want a bit of a darker red, you can just add a red and a tiny bit of black, and then it will kind of make this color there.
That's right, Emma, thank you. And then we have brushes and water. And we also have a little sponge in case the glaze going into the bottom of your sculpture, you can easily wash it off with a sponge so it won't stick on a kiln, on a shelf, okay?
So let's get started glazing.
Let's start glazing.
I'm going to be using this brush and this brush because this brush is a little bit kind of bigger, so it's going to be easier to get those big spaces, and a small brush to get to those tiny spaces. Okay, so let's start.
So my squid going to be red color, and the eye is going to be white, and the pupil black color, okay? And also the tentacle is going to be yellow. So I'm going to use 4 color here.
And make sure to add 3 coats.
That's right.
And do tentacles first. It just dried out the first one.
Make sure you cover every single teeny tiny details on a surface, except of course the bottom, because the bottom going to attach with the clam shell and we don't want it to stick.
So what I'm doing for the tentacles is I'm doing a really light coat of red on the tentacles, and then I'm going to add another light coat of yellow. I'm really curious how it'll turn out.
If you mix the yellow and the red color together, it makes a beautiful orange color. I'm done with the first layer, so 1 layer red color around the body, and then I colored white the eyes and black the pupils, and then also I used yellow color to color the tentacles. So I'm going to apply 2 more coats. Try to be precise with details as much as you can, because the result will be thumbs up. It will worth it. So I finished with my second coat. I let it dry a little bit, and then I'm going to apply the last 3rd coat paint.
And I'll tell you what the like usual predators for these giant squids and their sperm whales, and the sperm whales also have a predator and orcas like thing.
Ooh.
Okay, so we finished glazing.
That's my little squid.
And this is my giant squid, and this is mine.
So we are going to put back to the kiln and for the second firing, and that's going to be the glaze firing. And then after we're going to take beautiful pictures, so you're going to see on a following slideshow. Well, thank you so much for watching, and then we hope to see you the next time.
Please like and subscribe down below, and bye!
Bye!